We couldn't stand each other until he saved my little brother. I used to think Noah was the most annoying person I had ever met. We worked in the same office, and from the very first day, we argued about everything. Every meeting became a competition, every conversation ended with sarcasm, and everyone believed we genuinely hated each other. If someone mentioned his name, I rolled my eyes. If he saw me coming, he'd flash that confident smile that only made me more annoyed. I was certain Noah would always be the last person I'd ever care about. But one rainy evening changed everything. My 10-year-old little brother was hit by a bicycle while walking home from school. He wasn't badly hurt, but he was scared and alone. I rushed to help him, only to get stuck in heavy traffic. My hands were shaking when my phone rang. It was Noah. Calmly, he said, "Don't worry, I'm with your brother." He had recognized him from the family photo on my desk. Rushed to help him, called an ambulance, and stayed beside him until I arrived. When I reached the hospital, I expected to find my brother crying, but instead he was laughing because Noah had been telling him silly jokes to keep him calm. That was the moment everything I believed about him started to change. Over the next few weeks, we stopped arguing and started talking. I learned that Noah volunteered at a children's hospital every weekend because he knew what it felt like to face difficult moments alone. One afternoon, I asked why he had always acted like he disliked me. He smiled and quietly admitted, "Because teasing you was easier than telling you I liked you." I couldn't stop smiling. Somewhere between our conversations, coffee breaks, and shared laughter, the man I once called my enemy became the person I trusted the most. And Noah was offered a promotion in another city. On his last day, he handed me a handwritten letter that simply said, "I don't want a future that doesn't include you." I ran outside before his taxi could leave, hugged him tightly, and whispered, "Somewhere between all our fights, I fell in love with you." He smiled, held my hand, and softly replied, "Stopped being your enemy a long time ago. I was just waiting for you to realize we were always meant to be." A few months later, I accepted a job in the same city. Today, whenever people ask how our love story began, simply smile and say, "The person I hated the most became the person I couldn't imagine living without." Sometimes the greatest love stories don't begin with love. They begin with two hearts that just needed the right moment to find each other.